everybody goes to
That's
Sunday
right.
school. And when you think about it, the world is so different now. Sunday school is not probably on everybody's key list. But I remember in those days it was something that was very important. I remember it so well. I'd sit
Dude, he's supposed to be telling us why his faith is important to him right now. What is he going on about?
there and you'd learn all of the different, you'd go through the Bible, basically. What's the greatest book? That blows this book away. I have to.
The greatest book that blows this book away. Wow. That's really interesting. Donald Trump famously said a while back, when asked what his favorite book was, he said, probably the Bible, maybe my book. The Bible's a close second or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. I should find that. Oh, check it out. He was apparently interviewed by the same guy that interviewed the KKK dude. That's interesting.
Who are your favorite authors?
Well, I have a number of favorite authors. I think Tom Wolfe is excellent.
Did you read Vanity of the Bonfires?
I did not.
It's a phenomenal book.
What book are you reading now?
Well, I'm
Bonfire of the Vanities.
I'm reading my own book again because I think it's so fantastic, Tom.
What's the best book you've read beside Art of the Deal?
I really like Tom Wolfe's last book, and I think he's a great author. He's done a beautiful job.
Which book?
His current book. His current book. It's just out.
Bonfire of the Vanities.
Yes, and the man has done a very, very good job. And I really can't hear with this earphone, by the way.
Wow, fascinating. That's really interesting, actually. I love it. He's very obviously full of it, right? Okay, check this out. So later on, Trump says, well, it's the Bible. My favorite book is the Bible, right? I mean, so he named his favorite book back in the 80s. His book. And the second book, he couldn't even name. He didn't know the name of the book that he was reading, apparently. And then later, when running for president, he says, my favorite book's the Bible.
Okay, you mentioned the Bible. You've been talking about how it's your favorite book. And you said, I think last night in Iowa, some people are surprised that you say that. I'm wondering what one or two of your most favored Bible verses are and why.
I wouldn't want to get into it because to me that's very personal. When I talk about the Bible, it's very personal. So I don't want to get into verses. I don't want to get into.
There's no verse that means a lot to you that you think about or cite?
The Bible means a lot to me, but I don't want to get into specifics.
Even to cite a verse that you like?
No, I don't want to do that.
You're an Old Testament guy or a New Testament guy?
Probably equal. I think it's.
It's so stupid, dude. It's so stupid.
Do that.
You're an Old Testament guy or a New Testament guy?
Probably equal. I think it's just an incredible. The whole Bible is an incredible. I joke, very much so. They always hold up the Art of the Deal. I say my second favorite book of all time, but I just think the Bible is just something very special.
So stupid, dude. So fucking stupid. Oh my God. I gotta get this clip.
Right. The greatest book. That blows this book away. I have to be honest with you.
That's good. And
the Bible blows this book away, this book that he wrote. It's just ridiculous, dude.
Glad
to hear you say that.
Yeah, but so I grew up in that atmosphere, and I think that made it easier for me to do what I'm doing now. But I've been very, very pro, and not just Christianity, religion, because...
I don't understand. Why? I don't think... Like, he doesn't care about Muslims. He doesn't care about Hindus. What does he mean by that?
Pro, and not just Christianity, religion, because it's being hit very hard. I will say this, Christianity, I believe, is being hit much harder than any other religion. It's incredible when you look at what's going on in Congress and you see 15 years ago, this would have been impossible to...
What?
And you see 15 years ago, this would have been impossible to happen, but you see now they're...
like, what's he talking about right now? I don't understand.
Very much discriminating against Christians in favor of certain other religions. And
what is he talking about? No, they're not. This is another KKK talking point, FYI. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Check this out. Just got to show you this interesting little thing. Southern whites are the Negroes' best friends, but no integration. And a boy in a Klan hood leans out a window, smiling boy in a Klan hood. I mean, that's not really connected to the point that I wanted to make, but that's something I wanted to show you guys. There is something else I wanted to show you. Give me a second. Here you go. Here you go. Right here. Boy leans out a window. It's the same boy I showed you a second ago. And then next to it is a picture of some white people holding a sign that says, "Where are white civil rights?" This was the narrative that was set up by the KKK back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s even, into the 70s. Whites have rights. That's what this sign says here. They want you to believe that you are the persecuted one when you are the one doing the persecuting. Your right to swing your fist ends at the tip of my nose. You're not allowed to punch me in the face because that's not you exercising your rights. That's you violating my rights. So effectively what these white people were doing at the time by holding signs that say whites have rights are punching somebody in the face while saying, this guy is hitting my fist with his face. Somebody stop him. And that is what Donald Trump is saying right now. This is a propaganda technique that probably wasn't pioneered or created by the KKK, but heavily used by the KKK back in the civil rights days. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just this guy is absolutely terrible in every way, and I just don't buy it. Unfortunately, these white Christians that he's talking about, these evangelicals that love Donald Trump and love Jesus and all that, would say 70 years old, the evangelicals that he's talking about that are using that line of logic, Christians are being persecuted, are this little boy in this car. This picture is taken, what, 1955 maybe? 1960? Hell, maybe 1963? Who knows? He was a little boy in a car wearing a Klan hood fighting integration in 1960, we'll say. Now it's in the 2020s. So this little boy, say he's 5 years old in 1960, he'd be about 75, 80 years old, wouldn't he? The little boy who fought integration is the person that Donald Trump is talking about right now when he says Christians feel their rights are being taken away.
Discriminating against Christians in favor of certain other religions, and you know that very well. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is just another KKK talking point rebranded.
I think we have to change that around.
President Trump, when we think about religious liberty,
Well, he says we got to change that around. We have to persecute other religions in the name of Christianity, apparently. Okay.